Hey, my people. I'm out here, and it's been a few days. It's been almost a week. I'm out here in Zion National Park. I spent the last, let's see, I was in Moab for about a week. I did. This video is going to talk about the which park did I go to first? I went to Canyonlands. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spot. I started out with, in this video, basically what I'll show is my hikes. I did three pretty big hikes, I guess. And I started out with, let's see, the Whale Rock was the second one I did. The first one I did was Upheaval, and the third one was Grand View. They were beautiful. I'll show Grand View first, then Whale Rock, and then Upheaval. They were, I think, I ended up doing a lot of, like, my watch said I did 13 miles that day. So I just end up, taking the long way, I guess. I'll see a rock on a trail or a hill or mountain or something. I'll just go climb it. So, it ended up being a pretty long day, but it was great. It's beautiful. Similar to the Grand Canyon, the views were pretty extraordinary. Canyonlands is like, it's exactly what you'd imagine. It's a bunch of canyons. Just as far as the eye can see. Grand Viewpoint, I think it was Grand Viewpoint or Viewpoint, whatever it was just amazing. Golly, yeah, you're just kind of looking out into this just massive expansion of just rock and cliff face and just these red rocks are so beautiful. Whale Rock is pretty cool. I climbed the side of it, so as you're hiking up, you can it's a big rock. It's shaped like a whale, right? And you can you're supposed to go around the back of it and then walk your way up. Well, I climb up the side of it, and I get to a point where like my shoes are for trails, right? I have the Solomon, what I can't remember the name, but I guess some Solomon hiking boots. And they're not made for rock climbing. Like they're great for trails, they're great for rocks, like on a trail. And but they were not awesome for slippery. It was kind of slick rock. There's growth. There's this live like fungus that grows on these rocks, and it turns into basically sand once you kind of rub it off. And that's Nolly. She's barking. Got Nolly and Ava. Ava's under the car. She's just chilling. They got Lazy Barrett. Yeah, you lazy, buddy. Yeah, there's Nolly again. Yeah. That was so on Whale Rock, I climbed up the side of it, and I got to a point where I'm looking on the side, and it started, it was pretty steep to get to where I was, but I was going diagonally. I was climbing diagonally because that's the way the rock creases were. And I looked down, and I had climbed over this ledge, basically, like climbed basically diagonally to this ledge where it was like a 50-foot drop. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm looking, I'm like Spider-Man in my way up this hill. And I made it up. I made it up, but it was, it's one of those things where, I'm on this trip to, come here, Nolly, come here, come see. I'm on this trip to, to do crazy things and have an awesome time doing it. But then there's that moment of like, yeah, you could probably die doing it. Like this is how you slip. There's just growth that's just kind of crumbling beneath you, and my shoes are, not meant for this, so they're slipping the whole time. And so it was pretty freaky. I had a great time. I'll put a picture on there of the wall that I'm. Nolly, what are you doing, girl? Come here, baby. Come on. So I'll put a picture of that face. Basically, I was climbing up. Just it just looked like a cool rock to climb. And so I just climbed it. Nolly, come here. Come here. Come here. So yeah, I did that. The Whale Rock was pretty cool. I kind of made it cool. You know, it was like going up the side of the mountain like that. It was you know, it's a lot of fun. The first one was a pretty short hike. They had 2 lookouts. They were both really beautiful. They had these different rock faces and everything else that was really just a nice first hike. And then viewpoint. Sorry, I got cut off there. And then Grand Viewpoint was just amazing. Like I said, it was like the Grand Viewpoint in the Grand Canyon. Obviously, the Grand Canyon is a little bit more amazing and grand, but it was really something. Kind of stared at that for a while. I walked out as far as I could to the ledge and just kind of looked out, and I mean, it was just such a I mean, every step I went, I did end up getting to a point where I was just on the top of a rock, and the you know, looking down was just, I mean, it was straight down. And once once I was done, so I was at the rock face, and you know, it was something. It was golly, looking straight down. I mean, it was 50 feet, like 500 to 1,000. I mean, it was just straight down. And I'll have some pictures I'll post of the of that look down. It was awesome. I wanted to talk about all of them. They were all really cool hikes. I did well. Okay, so I videoed 3 hikes. I am doing the 6 that they recommended, which were they were all really cool. But the 3 that I recorded were kind of the little bit harder ones, I guess. You know, they mentioned they were more difficult, so I ended up just recording those. But yeah, it was a beautiful time I had in Canyonlands. You know, I had so much fun hiking around and taking pictures and just really enjoying myself. I did Canyonlands, and the next day I did Arches. I spent 11 hours in Arches, and I on my TikTok, JoJo's Epic Search on my TikTok is my TikTok handle. I've got a time lapse from pictures from one of the hikes. It was just one. It was the Devil's Garden, I think it was called. I'll have to post another video of that one, because there's a lot of stuff on that was just really sick. I had a really good time on that one as well. But back to Canyonlands. Get there at a decent time. I know Arches was, I mean, they close, you know, once they're at capacity, they shut it down. They don't let anybody else in. Canyonlands is the same way. It took about an hour to get in the park. And you just kind of sit in traffic for an hour and wait for them to let everybody in. I went at about 9, which is pretty good time, pretty good traffic time. If you want to get there before traffic, probably earlier than 8. You know, you want to get there around sunrise to get, to not hit any traffic. But national parks, you just have to worry about traffic, because there's a lot of people that are, coming from all over just to go to national parks. And so getting up early is definitely key. That's something I have not been doing. Or I may get up early. I usually get up about 6:30 or 7. But I mean, you know, I take my time. I don't leave usually until about 9. Get up, drink some tea, and hang out with the dogs and eat some food. And so, I mean, it takes me about 2 hours. It takes, some time to shut everything down, pack up the camper. You like to clean up, after, before I'm at the leave, just kind of tidy up a little bit. So I'm usually leaving about 9. So that's not going to serve me well with national parks, but yeah, so get there early. Maybe you can beat the traffic. You can kind of there's a lot of people on the trails too. So, there's, I'm usually around lunch, before and after lunch, there's going to be a ton of people. Just timing, like I said, I planned it I plan to be there at the peak time. It didn't really bother me for people to be out there. Especially I'm just if you plan on jogging, I did run a couple of the trails. That was people are in the way, and there's people don't hear you, or they're kind of slow and want to take their time. And so that's kind of tough. And that, jogging in national parks is a little bit tougher, I noticed. People just aren't in that mood. They're just not in that mindset of just kind of jogging. So, it was great though. I definitely recommend checking out that park. A lot of really cool views. It was very different than what I was expecting from Moab. I mean, just the canyons, just the vastness of canyons in the area surrounding it. Come here, buddy. Barrett, come here, boy. Come here, buddy. Just the vastness was, I mean, it was incredible. So well worth it, and it's right outside of Moab. I want to say it's maybe 30 minutes from Moab. You got to loop back around. You got to go up the highway and then come back around past Dead Horse Point State Park. Barrett, come here, buddy. Come on, let's go. Come here, buddy. I definitely recommend that park as well for mountain biking. I did that a few months ago. I did it the other day as well. Highly recommend that park. That was, it's just a loop, 14-mile loop. Lot of fun, lot of complicated terrain. There was pretty rocky, and a lot of fun. I mean, I have my hardtail, so if I can do it on a hardtail, you can do it on any bike. But it is rocky. There are some jumps. Your bike has to be able to handle a couple jumps. But a lot of fun. Dead Horse Point State Park and Canyonlands, just phenomenal park. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave you with that, and I'll just have the videos running. I'll have a text showing which videos are which, so you'll be able to kind of see what what you're looking at. So hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned. I'm gonna probably post the Arches video right after this. I'm gonna kind of recap that one. That was so sick. So a lot of really cool pictures and content from Arches. I mean, just a ton of stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to y'all soon. Bye.